Honorable Dr. Abed Bandim, the Member of Parliament for Bunkpurugu constituency. Representative of our former Member of Parliament and former Minister under the NPP regime, and also the current parliamentary candidate for the NPP party. The district chief executives of Bunkpurugu, Yuriyo and Garu, the district police commander for Bunkpurugu and Nakpanduri, the district director of health services for Bunkpurugu-Nakpanduri, and former members of parliament. The Paramount Chief of the Bunkpurugu Traditional Area, the Paramount Chief of the Nakpanduri Traditional Area, the Gurma Chief of the Greater Accra region of Ghana, the Chief of the Nuku, other respected chiefs, our honorable Queen Mothers gathered here, members of the press, members of the Kukumba Youth Association, members of the Basari Youth Association, members of the Gonja Youth Association, and the Dagomba Youth Association, all invited guests, and all members of the Moba and Gurma fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege to stand before you at this all-important occasion to talk. Being the guest speaker at this historic ceremony comes as a pleasant surprise to me. I feel honored and humbled. I strongly believe there are people in the audience better positioned to deliver this speech. I am grateful for the opportunity to address respected statesmen and fellow tribesmen and women united under the spirit of our roots, our culture, the common sense of identity, and our shared commitment to progress of our people and the development of our homeland. These are the very qualities the National Association of Bimoba, Moba, and Gurma embodies. On a personal note, I feel at home. This is home, where I truly belong. The theme of this August occasion is reconnecting and maintaining our roots, building peace and unity for development. The role of our association could not have been more befitting and timely. As a people, we are faced with the threat of extinction of key aspects of our culture and identity in a few decades to come, due to infiltration of foreign cultures, lack of proper documentation and preservation of our history, immigration, lack of conscious effort to pass on our language and inculcate our values into our offsprings, among other factors. It is essential that we re-examine our lives, rediscover who we are, find meaning in our identity to reconnect, champion peace and unity, and above all, give back to our homeland. We have a rich and enviable history. We are known for our spiritual prowess, industriousness, our courage, honor, integrity, leadership, and integrity. Today, we see notable tribesmen and women embodying these qualities, making their contributions in both national and global stages, and leaving their mark in the sands of time. The list is endless. We are truly a proud people. Admittedly, most of our tribesmen living outside the homeland are so detached from our roots and suffer identity crisis in most cases. We lack knowledge of and appreciation of our traditions and customs. We have difficulty or are unable to speak our own language. Tribal names we know are of great meanings. For instance, if you were to show up in your homeland and mention your name, you will be told which particular house you come from. However, some of us lack tribal names. Regrettably, we either lack these tribal names I mentioned, and we either lack or we have them and have replaced them with Christian or Islamic names. Sadly, this phenomenon seems to be worsening with successive generation. Our language may face an existential threat if this continues for a few decades. I am glad to learn that the good people of Bunkpurugu, under the leadership of our able Paramount Chief, has offered Bunkpurugu to be homeland to all Bimomas, Mobas, and Gurmas living in Ghana. Our National Association, as an umbrella association to all Gurmas, Bimomas, and Moba, is also doing very well to gather all Bimomas, Gurmas, Mobas living anywhere in Ghana. We are currently having this conference as part of efforts to keep us together and to reunite us. It's also worthy of note that a few months ago, our people in Greater Accra marked the 17th anniversary of installation of the Greater Accra Chief of Gurma Moba. And I'm glad to say that it was a well-attended program. It's a program that put us on the map and made people know we really are in existence. As we talk now, there's also another conference or festival for Gurma Moba going on at Koforidua. And I believe these are all efforts to redefine who we are and also make people know who we really are. We as a people should make conscious effort to adopt local names. Let us speak our language, teach our language to our offspring, and frequent our hometown. We should effect changes in our statutory documents, if need be, to reflect Bunkpurgu as our hometown. We are all we have. We owe it to ourselves and generations unborn to see to the survival of the very elements that define who we are. Reconnecting with our roots has enormous benefits for us and our homeland. These include having good sense of identity and belonging, establishing priceless and long-lasting connections and social capital for our common good, as well as harnessing the needed resources to develop ourselves and our homeland. Peace and unity are essential ingredients for development. Northern Ghana has had its share of conflicts, leading to negative effects on its development. A typical example is cited Boku. Boku, once a very vibrant and economical town, has now been reduced to a ghost town. And we know very well that in that part of the world, the major causes of conflicts include disputes over land, political representation, chieftaincy disputes, ethnic tensions, and tension over resource competition. We also tend to dispute over politics. It's about time we get to know what policy should be. The essence of politics is for us to be able to place ourselves in very key positions, gather all the power and influence to develop ourselves and our homeland, and to get a good share of the national cake. The purpose of politics is not for us to be fighting amongst ourselves. The National Association of Bimoba, Moba and Gurma, as an umbrella organization, has demonstrated commitment to serving our people. Obviously, despite it being in existence for only a short time, the association has struck significant milestones and has proven to be well positioned to serve us in a better capacity in the future. Notable successes of the organization include helping mobilize resources to assist tribesmen and tribeswomen in need. They also intervened for smooth settlement in Ghana of Gurma refugees from our neighboring Burkina Faso who were trying to avoid the threat of terrorism. The organization has also organized a significant trip, which is a very memorable one, to Fada Gurma, the administrative capital of all Gurma, Bimoba, and Mobas in the world. Despite these numerous successes and more, we know we have a long way to go, and we should brace ourselves for the challenges ahead. The organization should be a strategic vehicle playing a pivotal role in helping connect and maintain our roots and build needed peace and unity for our development. These we can all achieve through reconnecting diaspora membership. We should be able to host our diaspora friends, even if we have to do it virtually and online, through Zoom conversation and Zoom meetings. We should be able to also make conscious effort to document and preserve our oral traditions, to preserve our culture. Our languages, stories, and all the crafts should be well conserved. We should also make conscious effort to engage connections between the old and the young to ensure passing of knowledge, values, and wisdom. We as a people should see to the development of traditional knowledge and skills such as agriculture, craftsmanship, and a few more. Also, we should engage in community development programs. These programs should be geared towards economic empowerment of our people and also education and health, amongst others. We should be looking at establishing a fund to see the development of our homeland. We should build strategic partnership with the government of the day and non-government organizations. And above all, talking of peace, organization should be well placed to mediate and involve in conflict resolution. In a few months, we all know we'll be heading to the polls to elect our parliamentary and presidential candidates. And it's my prayer that we should maintain the peace we have and we should be tolerant. It's my prayer that the best candidates win. Thank you very much for granting me the audience.
Thank you.